Hello, Emerge Freight Alliance family. Whether it's the morning, afternoon, or evening where you are, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Joanna, and I'm absolutely thrilled to kick off this Emerge New Members Introduction virtual event with all of you. This isn't just another Zoom call, it is your backstage pass to meet the incredible new members joining our unstoppable team of Emerge Freight Alliance.
That's right. My name is Don, and I'm here to introduce Emerge Freight Alliance, a specialized network of forwarders with shared focus on Africa. Emerge has 80 member offices representing over 200 specialized forwarders across 35 countries. Today, we're rolling out the red carpet to our newest members, showcasing their companies and opening the door to exciting networking opportunities with some of the best in the business.
That's right. And we've got an exciting session ahead packed with introductions, stories, and opportunities to connect. So to kick things off with everyone, I want to ask, how are you feeling today? Are you excited, pumped, or just here for the good vibes? Drop your energy in the chat.
And while you're answering, why not drop the country you're joining us from in the chat right now as well? So let's light up the chat with some global energy. All right, let's see where everyone is joining us from today.
Someone's feeling good, but let's get some locations. Where are you joining? Oh, we've got from the United Arab Emirates.
We have South Africa in the house. We've got Taiwan and India. I know we also have Morocco, Malaysia, Iran.
Portugal.
I'm here from the Philippines today. I know Joanne is joining us from Macau. Melvin
That's
from
right.
Dubai.
East Africa. Hello. All right. Well, it's great to see everyone joining in. And now we've got 45 minutes of fun, connections, and surprises lined up for you. But before we dive in, we want to make sure you're ready for the show. So I'd like to ask you to please switch to speaker view to soak it all in. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single second.
And speaking of moments you don't want to miss, how about we start with a virtual group photo? So when you see the pop-up saying RW Solutions wants to take your photo using group photo, just hit allow, turn those cameras on, and show us all of those emerge-worthy smiles. So don't be shy. Let's see those pearly whites, everyone. Come on, let's turn those cameras on. All right. Good job, everyone.
Awesome. Well, that was fantastic. And now it's time to dive in, connect, and make some waves for our community open mic. We're going to call on a few of you to introduce yourselves, your name, where you're from, your company, or maybe even a fun fact about yourself. So let's get this open mic rolling. All right, Don, who should we call on first?
All right, let's look at the gallery now. And how about we call on Luisa Sousa?
Hi, good morning. My name is Luisa. I'm from Portugal, from NVO Express. Our company is a freight forwarder on the market since the last 21 years. Obviously, as a freight forwarder, we do all the kind of transports, but most of our main goals is to work on the service. And basing on that, we have been achieving some nice awards because of our service, because of the way we are on the community, and because of our financial stability as well. So we look forward to meet all of you in order to save some time and not waste the time for everybody. And please feel free to contact me in case you need anything from Portugal. Thank you and have a nice day, evening, or night.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for sharing that info, Luisa from Portugal. All right, let's go on to our next candidate.
All right, let's call on Stephen. Stephen Lee. Hi, Stephen.
Hi, yeah, my name is Steven. I'm from Malaysia, My company name is GAC. In fact, we are a multinational freight forwarding company in market, but we just try to explore further if for other network agencies. We are actually specialized in both oil and gas and energy sectors. Yeah, that's basically about us.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And who do we call on next, Don?
Call on Peter Wachira.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you guys. I'm Peter Wachira from Simpet Global Logistics, Mombasa, Kenya. We are based in East Africa. We have offices across the region, and we are happy to be here.
Excellent, excellent. Do you have a fun fact you'd like to share with everybody?
Pardon?
A fun fact about yourself, perhaps.
Yeah, we are happy to be here to join you guys, and we are here to learn and to meet new partners here. We are long-time members of Neptune Network, which is part of this group, and most of you we have met. And let us share this moment so that we can learn a lot from each other.
Right, got it. Thank you so much, Peter. Yeah, I do notice some familiar faces from some other networks as well here today. It's glad
Thank
you
you.
could all join us. Yeah, fantastic.
That's right. It's great to see you, Peter. And let's call on one more. How about Tarun Nehra?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are doing good. I'm from India, and I represent a company called Prologis Freight, and we are part of Bothra Group, and we have three main activities. One, we are 4 terminal owners in India. We also have a marine transport company where we run our own vessels, majorly bulkers and tankers. And third one is we are into freight forwarding, end-to-end services.
Bonjour
throughout
les
India.
amis, bonjour Gilbert.
So, any question for me, or it was just a miss?
I think
think
someone
that's
just didn't mute their microphone.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So we have just completed 50 years of operations in January, and we are very happy about it. And we are trying to grow our network. That's why we are here today. And I wish you all good luck for the network, and we'll meet soon in Istanbul.
Sounds great. Thank you, Tarun.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay,
right, guys,
Don,
what
should
a-
we call on someone, or we're moving
Oh,
on?
I think we can go ahead and move on. So just wanted to say that was a great start to everything. And thank you to everyone who shared. It's moments like these that truly show the warmth of our Emerge family. So let's proceed now by introducing you to who we are and what Emerge is all about with this short network introduction video that our team has put together for us.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I'm Elvin Xavier, one of the directors and co-founders at Emerge, and on behalf of the team, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our new members introduction meet. Here, you will learn everything that you need to know about our network.
Before I begin with introducing the network to you, let me guide you through the agenda for today. Today's meet will last about 40 minutes with the following program. After my presentation about Emerge, we will have an open Q&A to answer all your questions about our network, followed by the keynote presentation. To start with, RW Solutions is a network management company that was founded in Hong Kong in 2002 and has its operations in the Philippines. We currently have 11 freight forwarding networks that are into industry niches. Our networks are focused on handling capabilities of forwarders from perishables, pharma, and NVOCC to geographical interests like Africa and Latin America. Now, by hosting specialized groups, our members engage in more meaningful business exchanges with qualified networking across various brands. At present, we have over 2,200 members from 160 countries under the umbrella, The Emerge Freight Alliance is a specialized network of forwarders with a shared interest for Africa. Emerge has 80 member offices with over 200 interested forwarders from 35 countries. Let me jump straight to the benefits of being part of our network. Now, let me jump straight into the benefits of being part of Emerge. Being a part of Emerge means that you will work with trusted, screened, and reliable members. Every new member application undergoes a due diligence to screen the company's financial stability, market reputation, sales strength, and length in operation. In addition, Emerge offers payment security for all members as an added layer of security when working within the group. The network has a payment protection program with $5,000 for immediate dispute protection, which will then increase to $10,000 depending on the years of stay within the network. Through our conferences, we reduce your cost for traveling to several countries, as Emerge will host our annual partnership meet in different countries around the world. In this meet, you'll be able to meet and build contacts with hundreds of agents in one place. The annual conference and meetings must be attended by Emerge forwarders to fortify their relationships amongst the members. Now, we attend various trade shows where we promote Emerge and our agency list. Our favorite events are FIATA and the Freight Summit. During these expos, we exhibit and also offer social activities for our members. Our agency list is unique as it highlights the strengths of our members in handling freight in Africa. Finally, I would like to invite you all to our third annual partnership meet, which will take place September 28th to October 1st at the Hilton Bomonti Hotel in Istanbul, co-locating with the Freight Summit. Here, you will have the opportunity to meet with other forwarders who have a shared interest in Africa. For more information, you may visit us at emergefreightalliance.com/Istanbul 2025.
Thank you for taking the time to attend our new members introduction meet at Emerge Freight Alliance for Africa. I look forward to staying in touch and welcoming you at Emerge.
All right, and now for our main event, we're introducing the stars of today's session, our new Emerge members. Each one of them will share their unique stories, insights, and what they bring to the table for our community.
That's right. Today we have Hussein Zavery, General Manager of Marinair Freight from Tanzania. We also have Pallavi Reddy, Director of Vagmine Logistics from India. And lastly, Floribert Nyohihera, CEO of Intamba Freight from Bujumbura, Burundi. Okay, so we've got some fantastic business and personal questions lined up for our panel today. So get ready to learn and be inspired. All right, so for our business questions, number 1, introduce your company and services. Number 2, please share your specialization, why your company is unique and how you can help members. And lastly, how do you choose your partners to work with?
That's right, and we're going to start off by calling on Hussein Zavery of Marinair Freight, Tanzania. Please briefly introduce your company, your services, what makes your company unique, and how you can help our members and choose your partners.
Sorry, if I can just quickly come in. It looks like Hussein has a power outage. He just sent me a message to let me know that he's struggling to get connected back again. So maybe we can take him right at the end so you can move on to the next panelist.
All right, we'll do that. Sure. Thank you so much for that. We're going to go on to Floribert Nyohihera, CEO of Intamba Freight from Bujumbura, Burundi. If you can just unmute your microphone there. Hi, Floribert. We still can't hear you. We need you to unmute your microphone. If you could do that for us, please. There you go.
The microphone is on.
Yes.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
It's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good morning, good evening to everybody. I'm
Hello.
sorry for late because I get some problems for connection, but now I think that it's okay, but it's not very stable. So I'm very glad to hear you and to be part of you. And I think that I spend all the time which I spent to you very well. Thank you.
All right. Would you like to share a bit as well about your company and services?
Yeah, my company, as you said, is named Intamba Freight. If I can explain, Intamba is a bird which is flying very quickly, and Intamba Freight started in 2008 until now is okay. We are operating in freight maritime and road transport, especially of that. Yeah, and I'm 60 old. I'm married. I have 5 boys. And what else? I can tell you that also I'm chemistry engineer since in 1993. And I start my company 2008. I think that's it all. But we stay together. I
And how
come
do you-
back to you.
Just wanted to ask you, Floribert, how do you choose your partners to work with? How do you choose your partners?
Uh, my partners.
Yes, who do you like to work with, and how do you choose to work with partners around the world? What do other people need to show you to work with your company, to work with Intamba?
How this question is not very easy to respond, but a partner is not something which you are looking, but it comes immediately. A partner is someone which you have something common, and then you can start together, and then you can work together, and then you can do everything together. So if you think that you are going to say partner, you are looking every time for the partner, someone can be not good, but you can meet together and then start together because you have a lot of common in your history, in your life. I think like that.
Yes.
Absolutely. I think you definitely need to get to know people better before you start working with them regularly. And I think that's perfect for what this whole network is all about. It's about getting everyone together, building trust among its members so
Yeah.
that we can all work together, right? So thank you once again,
Yeah.
Floribert, for sharing.
But sorry, let me come again. But if you have partner, the best way is to keep him very well, very strongly. If he goes back, to return him to you, it will take you maybe 1 year. But if you get a partner, better to keep it very strongly as you keep your baby.
Well said. Well
Very
said.
strong.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, thank you, Floribert. Those for a difficult question, it was very well answered. And now let us hear from Pallavi Reddy, Director of Wagmin Logistics India.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and whatever, good day to all my friends and colleagues. Firstly, I would like to thank Emerge team for giving me such opportunity. So I'm Pallavi Reddy. I'm an enthusiastic freight forwarder from India. My company's name is Wagmin Logistics. It's founded in 2019. We have started slow, but we have gained the pace and we are doing good now. Our head office is in Hyderabad, and we also have multiple branches in Mumbai, Chennai, and Bangalore, and they're also doing well.
Awesome. Do you have an answer as well to how you choose your partners to work with?
That's really important when we would like to work with someone. First thing for me is the mutual trust. We need to build a mutual trust. And secondly, the most important thing is payment terms. We have already worked with X2 and we have a good 30 days agreement between the agents regarding the payments and all. And with these meetings and all, we build really good rapport and personal relations with the agents during the network meetings, and we also schedule personal meetings, and we also see how strong they are in their country. So we partnership in that way.
Yeah, very good. Well, thank you. And now we are going to also move on to a couple of personal questions.
Before we do that, Joanna, let's just do a quick check-in and see, is Hussein Zavery already back? Perhaps we can ask him to join us if he is able to have gotten power by now. If not, we can go ahead and move on. Unfortunately, I don't see him on the chat. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the personal questions, Joanna.
Okay, so our personal questions we have introduced, we want to know, how did you get into the freight forwarding business? What is your unique selling point or the capability that you can offer to the members and the network? What are your biggest challenges of working with Africa for non-African members and within Africa for the African members? And what are you most excited about in the future of African logistics and freight?
All right, we'll just randomly call on any of our members, or if you'd like to just raise your hand and go ahead and answer, feel free to do so. Maybe we can start with Florbert. Any of these questions you'd like to answer, sir?
Your question is very amazing. It's very interesting. To introduce myself and my company, I have already done, but I can also come again to it. I told you that my name is Freud Benzohera. I'm married, and I'm a chemistry engineer. I started this business 2002, working to the other company, but 2008, I start my own company, and I get well, and slowly, my company very well. I get some partners from in the world, as I have a partner in Europe, as named Freight Africa. I get a partners in ESC, state partners, as in all countries, Dar es Salaam, Kenya, Rwanda, Uganda, South Sudan, everywhere. And now we are there, and my company stays strong, and I make average per year around 200 containers, both 20 and 40 per year, and I think that for like in Hamba Freight in Burundi is enough. Is enough. So to get the partners, from one I can get another partners. If you did very well your job, the people who your client will go and tell another one that I get a freight forwarders who make very well his job, and then I can recommend to him to go and see him and make the contact with him. So that like I get a client from in the different countries. I can handle the goods here for let's say for US American, someone can tell me, okay, please make clearance and deliver it to my client, and then send me your bill like this. So that's you are working as freight and forwarders. You know, as you know, we can make a business in distance. Why we have not seen together? We make a business between freighters and forwarders, and then you deliver his cargo. You send him also the cargo, he delivery everything. When you never sit together and see each other face to face, only by Zoom or only by mail, you know. So on it felt we should be honest and go straight forward. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Floribert. And I guess we can do this question for you and Pallavi, whoever has their answer ready for this one as well. But what are the biggest challenges of working with Africa, or for non-African members within Africa, or for African members? And what are you most excited about in the future of African logistics and freight? So very regional specific question, if you guys can give us a little bit of an insight on this. Pallavi, why don't we go ahead with you, and maybe you can share with us what your thoughts are.
The biggest challenges mainly I would like to discuss are security concerns and storage issues at times. And in some parts of Africa, there is a lack of infrastructure, which at times leads to delay in delivery of our cargo. And that also lands on increased transportation costs at times. And there are few trade barriers, tariffs and non-tariffs, such as licensing requirements and all. I know that African Continental Free Trade Area is working on addressing those issues, but still they need to pick up a lot. And there are some regulatory and custom barriers too between the cross-country in Africa itself. So there are few, and the major point of concern is currency fluctuation. We don't know when the dollar rate fluctuates, and our costs also increase and decrease. Mostly it increases, decrease is a bit low. So these are quite a few issues. And very little concern is market fragmentation in Africa. There are lack of standardization, and due to more number of small scale operators, there is a market fragmentation. These are few concerns we have faced and tried to address few.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything you're excited about in the future?
Yeah, there are huge opportunity in Africa. Mainly the reasons are people want to set up their factories or operations in Africa, and due to huge availability of the resources, huge resources and labor availability. Those are the two main points. And you can say it's an African decade for the next 10 to 20 years. We can see people moving to Africa for good reasons, for business and all. And we are also trying for a project of 200 containers from India to Africa. Maybe the bidding will start in April or so. So excited.
Awesome. Well, I see that we have also Hussein Zavery back in the meeting with us. So we'll give him the floor as well, if you would like to talk about the same questions or also introduce your company.
Yeah, hi, Joanna. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's keeping in good health all around the world that we find ourselves in today. A few of you I see who are part of this meeting, we've met at the W Hotel in Dubai. And again, you know, like just to emphasize, it was a conference which was very well organized by Melvin and the team. And we look forward to a newer location in Istanbul this year. I do understand that we joined towards the second year of once Emerge was formed, and we had missed that first conference in Istanbul. So I'm glad that, you know, we're going back to the team have decided to go back to the roots. A quick one. My name is Hussein. I represent Marine Air Freight Limited from Tanzania. Again, a logistics company similar to everybody else on the forum here. And we're based in Tanzania, but we also operate neighboring landlocked countries who rely on the port of Dar es Salaam. So that includes my fellows from Rwanda, Burundi, Zambia, Malawi. These are all dependent on the port of Dar es Salaam to get their cargo in. And our mission is, well, apart from our mission, our logo, which we've always lived with, has been "Your cargo is our business." And we stick to that, and we ensure that all your cargo is taken care of, the same way as it would be one of ours. How did we get into how did I get into the freight forwarding business? And again, I think this second question relates to the first one in terms of just giving you guys more of an introduction. Marine Air Freight is a family-run business started by my old man in 1987. So we're now operating for the last almost 38 years. And we've been going strong, going from strength to strength. And that was mainly the reason why I joined it, because it was a family-run business. And we're two siblings as well. So it's my older brother who's our current managing director, myself, and I know George is also on the call, who handles all our operations and logistics on the ground. What is our unique selling point that we can offer members? We pretty much believe in keeping everything under one house. So in terms of everything, I do understand that when we have ex-works inquiries and we would need, expertise such as Samir from Galaxy Freight, who is also on the call. And, him and his team from Dubai and India also assist. But at the same time, once everything is in Tanzania, we try to keep everything within our control. So not only are we going to offer you customs clearance, documentation, but including the final journey, which is, final transportation and delivery. So not only do we handle freight forwarding, clear customs clearance, but we also have our own fleet of vehicles. So we like to ensure that, we are in control of everything, and we would be giving you accurate updates and giving you, the correct information, which is transpiring on the ground. Some of the biggest challenges we faced in Africa, or should I say in Tanzania in general, and I think, this question, Melvin, I think, this conversation might be, too short-lived for me to mention everything. But just recently, what I can say, things that, have popped up. I know Pallavi was talking about the US dollar exchange rate. And December, January, the shilling appreciated to the dollar in ways that we haven't seen for the last 3 years. So, people that we had quoted $1 to 2,700 shillings overnight went over to, 2,300 shillings. So there was almost like a loss of 400 shillings to the dollar. And, this completely, puts, your operations, into complete disarray. Because again, you cannot go back to your clients and say that, oh, listen, I didn't take this into account. And these are things that hadn't happened before, and it were, completely things that we hadn't forecasted or foreseen the entire economy. Current challenges that, as I mentioned, we handle and assist all the neighboring landlocked countries. So, for instance, Congo right now, we have cargo, and in fact, it's so sad to even mention that we have medical medicines and drugs. A couple of containers lying at the port of Dar es Salaam for the last month, because we haven't, despite us ensuring that and assuring our partners that it's our own fleet of vehicles delivering the cargo. But there has been, rebel forces that have come up, taking over, fighting against the government. So for the last month, we haven't been able to, deliver this cargo. And at sometimes, you have to draw the fine line that, okay, is this all business related, or should I also look after safety challenges.
Okay, it looks like we lost Hussein there, but I think he was talking about the point of whether or not to also consider things like safety, and I'm sure he's thinking also about the safety of his staff as well in those situations. So, well, it was really great to hear insights from him. But I think right now we can go ahead and move on, Joanna.
That's right. All right. Well, what an amazing session so far. Thank you for sharing with us. But before we proceed to the next part of the program, we have a special keynote speech from our director, Melvin Xavier, on what are smart containers.
The invention of the modern shipping container, as we know today, is only about 50 years old. Before this, loading, unloading, and handling of cargo from ships was a nightmare.
Most of the cargo was moved using human muscle. Ships would take days to load and unload, sometimes as much time as the ships had spent in sailing from one point to another. Sorting and distribution of cargo manually was time-consuming, labor-intensive, and above everything else, just dangerous. Typically, someone would be killed during these processes every few weeks. So in 1955, when an American businessman named Malcolm McLean began transporting goods directly from trucks to ships in locked container boxes, the world of shipping was ready to be transformed. Dock workers enjoyed safer working conditions and injuries and deaths diminished. Loading and unloading times had dramatically improved and shipping rates were cut in half. He sold his idea to the United States military, who at the time was facing a logistics problem of shipping equipment to Vietnam. Rather than return with empty containers, McLean saw the opportunity to collect payloads from Japan, the world's fastest growing economy at the time. With that, the era of international trade had begun. Today, approximately 60% of the value of all goods transported are shipped in containers. This is a $4 trillion industry. McLean had truly revolutionized world trade.
However, not much has changed since then.
Till date, containers are only visible when they are at the ports and after they are delivered to the consignee. One could only confirm the status of the cargo in these two locations even if there were security issues during the journey of the cargo. Breakage of seals, theft of cargo, and leaking containers are fairly common in the world of shipping. To add to it, last-moment detours and port delays are now the industry standard.
All these factors can potentially damage the shipment and lead to millions of dollars in lost revenue before the stakeholders have any idea of what's going on with their shipments. And this is especially true with perishables and sensitive cargo.
In fact, a study by WHO estimated that about 1/3 of food produced is lost or wasted globally. That is 1.3 billion tons of food and $1 trillion. A large part of this wastage happens during the supply chain as temperature of products are compromised during the transportation.
So if we can find a way to get this information and react proactively, it would be groundbreaking. Well, what if I told you that there is a way and that this change has already begun?
Smart containers is the next big thing since the invention of the modern containers. Just like smartphones changed the telecommunication industry, smart containers are all set to revolutionize the shipping industry.
So, just what is a smart container?
Smart containers are your average shipping containers, but pre-installed with sensors that are connected to a network. These containers can sense any movement, thereby keeping the cargo safe. The interconnected sensors in the containers collect and transmit data in real time. Collecting such data can help to optimize the supply chain. Sensor data provides precise information about the location of a container, allowing for optimized fleet management that results in less repositioning and more efficient use of fuel. Often, energy is wasted on shipping and repositioning empty containers. Estimates suggest up to $20 billion a year is spent on this activity that leads to unnecessary fuel consumption. Avoiding empty container shipping could allow the industry to reduce carbon emissions by 6 million tons every year. There's more. Tracking containers also allows customers and port operators to predict when ships will arrive at their destination, preventing bottlenecks in the supply chain. However, for me, the number one use case will come in the handling of perishables and food. How? Well, these sensors are not just about GPS tracking. These technologies can do a lot more. They can collect and remit information about temperature and humidity levels inside the container. That's not it. They can also regulate conditions within the container. Think about that for a moment. Stakeholders will now have the ability to adjust temperature and humidity levels inside the container while the cargo is in transit. Let's take the example of bananas. Transporting bananas over long distances is a challenge. When exposed to oxygen, fruits continue to ripen. However, with the new technology in the smart airtight containers, atmospheric conditions can be controlled precisely. These sensors allow shippers to carefully monitor and control the amounts of carbon dioxide, oxygen, and nitrogen at any time in the units during the journey at sea. By controlling the ripening, the system ensures an extended transportation window of up to 45 days and arrival of the bananas in perfect condition for a prolonged shelf life in supermarkets. The ability to automatically adjust conditions is new, and large-scale adoption is still in the works.
Naturally, there is still a lot of work to be done, but I'm excited for the future with smart containers. That is all set to drive down costs, increase transparency, and lead to better control of shipments.
All right. Thank you so much, Melvin, for your insight. That was very useful. Now we'd also like to hear from Melvin himself, as he would like to say hello to everyone.
Hey, thank you, Joanna and Don, for doing this. First up, I must say you guys are doing a fabulous job. You know, I'm quite passionate about hosting these virtual meetings myself. However, these two seem to be doing a better job at this than me. So I'm looking at this with excitement and also looking forward to the latter part of the session. But I also want to thank our panelists, Floribert and Hussein and Pallavi, for sharing your thoughts and telling us a little bit more about who you are and what your capabilities are. I was especially intrigued by some of the challenges that they're faced while working with Africa. Pallavi talked about the exchange rate, and Hussein about the challenges of working in Tanzania. For me personally, some of you may know that I also run a freight business out of Dubai, and we do some extensive work with East Africa. I also am conscious about the differences in East Africa and West Africa, and I was fascinated by the dynamics of working with the region. And that's how this idea came about. And when I reached out to my partners, Christian and Nils, with this idea of launching a network for Africa, the goal was to bridge the gap between Africa and the rest of the world. And that dream is now coming true with Emerge. And every year we're growing stronger. And I'm happy to see that we are now going to Istanbul back once again. And we are looking at our largest conference yet. So I'm hoping to see some of you there and getting to know you guys better and seeing how I can help you in developing your business with Africa. So yeah, back to you, Don and Joanna. Take it over.
Okay, thank you so much, Melvin. All right, so a little bit more info about Emerge. I'll go ahead and say that for everyone right now. Emerge Freight Alliance has 80 member stations across 35 countries. And as a special offer for those of you who attended today's orientation meeting, we're providing a founding membership fee. Our regular annual membership now comes with a special package that includes a complimentary conference pass to our 3rd annual partnership meeting in Istanbul, Turkey. So for more details, please schedule a meeting with our network administrator, Emelito. And once you become a member, we'll announce your company to our entire network, including our global database and social media platforms. You'll also be added to our agency list where you can access the payment habits of our Emerge members community of specialized forwarders. Plus, we'll add you to our exclusive WhatsApp community for members only.
That's right. And we will also have a digital version or as we like to call it, our dashboard, which is a platform to exchange leads, upload inquiries, and track payment behavior. In addition, we're thrilled to introduce the Emerge Observers community. As the name suggests, this is for our observers. So if you are not ready to join our WhatsApp community, this is where you get to see some of the action. It is a unique space where non-members who are interested in the Emerge community can connect, collaborate, and gain insights from peers around the globe, and also receive updates on the progress of Emerge.
And we are participating in this year's Fiata Rame field meeting in Zanzibar, Tanzania on April 30 to May 1, 2025, as we will be announcing more details on this soon.
Emerge Freight Alliance will also be participating with RW Solutions in the upcoming Transport Logistics in Munich, Germany from June 2nd to the 5th, 2025. Visit us at stand 221. Once again, we would invite you to co-exhibit with us.
And lastly, our third annual partnership meeting is just around the corner, taking place in Istanbul, Turkey from September 28 to October 1, 2025 at the Hilton Bomonti Hotel and Conference Center. We'll be co-locating with the Freight Summit, giving you the chance to meet face-to-face with over 300 industry experts. For more details, visit our website at www.emergefreightalliance.com/Istanbul-2025.
All right, but before we wrap up today's session, we want to add just a little excitement. It's time to put your attention to the test and have some fun. We're going to play Kahoot! Has anyone ever played Kahoot! Before? If you have, please raise your hand, but if you haven't, don't worry, it's super easy. But what's at stake? The winner of this game will receive a premium VIP airport pickup in Istanbul on Emerge Freight Alliance's third annual partnership meeting.
That's right. Okay, guys, so here's how you join. A request to join the Kahoot! App will pop up in the upper right corner of your screen here. All right, just click that open and then you can enter your name. And then once you're in, get ready for some fun questions. Speed of the answers is the key. So game time, let's give it a shot for that wonderful prize, that VIP airport pickup in Istanbul. All right, so let's see. I also haven't seen the pop-up come up yet.
Sorry, Don, just a quick question. Is it only a VIP pickup or is it also a business class ticket to Istanbul?
Oh, good question. I was actually hoping for the vehicle itself.
I think
But,
it depends how many games of Kahoot! You win.
I think budget will allow us to just do to keep it simple for the time being, and it'll just have to be an airport pickup. All right, looks like we're getting some players in. All right, we'll give it another maybe 10 to 15 seconds on adding people in, and then we'll go ahead and start the game. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 participants so far. All right, any more, or do we like our odds? Oh, still no pop-ups for some people. I have to agree with that. I also do not see a pop-up on my screen. Joanna, do you?
No, I haven't gotten the pop-up yet.
Yeah, so I don't, there we go. I see it now. Hopefully everyone else can see it. So we'll give it a few more seconds then to let people enter.
You'll be careful because Dawn is a Kahoot! Pro.
We
So
need to answer the
sure
system.
you-
Hi everyone. I'm sorry, could you please guide us? How can we open this game? I don't know how to use it.
You should be getting a pop-up on your screen, and when you do see the pop-up, just press OK, and then there'll be a prompt where you will be able to type in your name. So if you haven't been able to get that, maybe you can raise your hand and we can have our
Don, if I can just quickly come in, I think some of them who are logging in from their laptop
all
should
right,
have
thank you. Got it.
a QR code scan graphic appear on their screen, and you need to use your phone to then scan that code to be able to generate the game on your phones. So if you're on your laptop, then you need to scan the code. Did I say that correctly?
Also in the chat, if you go to the chat, there should also be a link to the Kahoot!
Oh, okay, so they can still play from their laptop if they are using the link from the chat. Okay, works.
Yes, yes. All right. So much at stake. I can see why everybody wants to get in on this game. Airport pickups are always, it's always a nice experience to get picked up VIP style when you enter a new country, right, Joanna?
Oh, yes.
All right, we still have a few people not quite getting anything on their end. Perhaps we can give a bit of a consolation prize for those people, because we're going to have to get this game going in just a few more seconds, I'd say.
Yep.
All right, so let's just go ahead and do that. So we'll go ahead and move on with the game. If you didn't quite get to join the game, we'll try to figure that out for you next time, so you don't have any fear of missing out moving forward on the next ones. All right, so let's go ahead and get started.
Hello? Hello, hello? Hello?
Oh, hello.
Hello? Do you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
I'm sorry to come back, but there is one question which I have seen that it will be better that I can respond on it. You asked that what kind of challenges we have in Africa, but I'm sorry to come back on this question. And so, maybe 20 years ago, the goods were not secured in the roads. But as you know, the technology is going well day by day. Now all the goods are very secured in the way when it comes from the port of discharge to final destination, especially to the landlocked countries. So I can say that challenges now in Africa have been, there are not really challenges, but only what I can say that only the road, some roads which are not have size, international sizes, which causes some accident. So, but to secure the goods is really in top now, as we can track the goods from the port of discharge to final destination as in the landlocked countries. That's I can say today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for sharing that, Flora Bird. All right. Great to have that last bit of insight from you before we move on. Can we get a little update from our back end on our Kahoot game?
Is it paused? I believe it's paused.
Yep, it's paused for a while, but the name still on ship.
All right, let's get the game going.
Sorry, did you address to me?
Oh no, not to you, Florbert. Just discussing the game start with our staff in our background staff.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Can everyone see this? Where will Emerge Freight Alliance have their 3rd annual partnership meeting? Does everyone have their, there we go. We have some answers coming in.
Istanbul is correct. Yes. Okay, we have Hussein in the lead.
How many members does Emerge currently have? I think I know the answer to this one. That's right. It's 80. Could have done some quick math there. I think they had a 4x10 rows there. So
Ooh, Hussein is still maintaining the lead, and we have Pallavi on the podium and Frankie.
Emerge Freight Alliance is strictly for African forwarders. True or false? All right. And the answer is false. Open to everyone.
Right.
Just everyone who has interests in the region. Looks like Hussein might take this one. Where is the next Rame event? You mentioned this earlier in the program, so hopefully everyone was listening. All right. Yes, that's right. It's going to be in Zanzibar, Tanzania.
All right, now we're...
Oh, Hussein has the highest answer streak of 3. He looks like he's on fire. Who is the director of Emerge Freight Alliance?
I believe everyone should get this one correct.
It's that handsome man. Just a clue. Yes, Melvin.
And Hussein maintains his lead. Wow.
From what country is Floribert Nzoihera of Intamba Freight from? That's right, from Burundi. All right, what country does Vagmin Logistics represent? All right, the fastest answers are the ones that get the highest scores. Just a reminder on that one. And yes, it's India. Ooh, it's getting close.
Yes.
Pallavi.
It's exciting. I think we've got only 1 or 2 questions left, so give it your best.
What are the dates for the upcoming Emerge Freight Alliance?
Quick.
That's right, September 28 to October 1, 2025. All right, thanks for playing. And let's see who our winners are. G. Philip in 3rd place, 7 out of 9 correct. Pallavi Reddy, 7 out of 9 correct. And it was a tight one. Hussein wins.
Congratulations.
So we get a consolation.
You have scored your premium airport pickup for Emerge Freight Alliance's 3rd annual partnership meeting. And
Thank you, guys. Since on the podium, it's myself and George. I would, appreciate that business class ticket as well.
Are you sure you don't want the vehicle in the picture, sir? That might be better. But
maybe Melvin can do it next year with the budget.
Maybe next year we'll work on that. We'll get so much business in this network. We're gonna give this to everyone.
This is why I stopped posting. I was getting too many requests. So now the pressure is on Don and Joanna to take
just
these tough questions.
share your arrival details with me, and I will wait for you with that same car.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Well, a
so-
huge thank you to everyone who joined in today and played along. We had such a blast, and we hope you did too. And of course, we want to extend a massive thanks to our speakers, Hussein, Leonard, Floribert, and Pallavi, for sharing their stories today. We appreciate you taking the time to join us, and we hope you had a great experience. But before wrapping things up, our team has come up with a video from the second annual partnership meeting highlights in Dubai. So let's play the after movie.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye, and pleasure to see you and to hear you. And we see next in Istanbul, inshallah. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
I think TFS has always been a very special conference.
Networking is not win-lose situation. I'm looking at a win-win situation. When I give, I also receive.
Freight forwarding industry is like you are an architect, you know, you want to make tailor-made solutions for your customers.
Everybody was happy, dancing, and we gathered and we had a lot of fun together. First, we'd like to deepen the relationships that we have currently and to get new customers as well.
I think I focused mainly on building new relationships with new potential clients and maintaining existing relationships with friends that we've met here before.
The desert safari we enjoyed yesterday night. Yes, was an amazing experience. Very, very nice. A bit hot anyway.
All right, that was an awesome after movie. Everyone, we'd love your feedback, so please take a moment to answer the quick survey that's going to be popping up on your screen really soon. And before we close things out, if we want to hear from you one last time, if you'd like to say anything, Melvin can also answer any other questions you might have if you'd like to unmute yourself for a quick chat right now. And just tell us what excites you about Emerge, or what excites you about our upcoming conference in Istanbul, if you'd like to share that with us. Anybody? I think we've pretty much covered that. So I think we've probably covered everything for today. Once again, apologies to everyone if we kind of had a little bit of a hiccup there with some of our connection issues and also with our game. We'll try to get that all ironed out for the next time. But thanks anyway, everybody, and thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you, everyone. We hope you have an amazing day or evening wherever you are in the world.
And remember, Emerge Freight Alliance is your network, so stay connected, keep collaborating, and we'll see you at our next big event in Istanbul, Turkey. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.